All right, guys, so we're going to talk about the leadership qualities. We're going to pick up where we dropped off yesterday. Guys, with this, obviously these videos will go into the website, so anyone who doesn't see it, you were at the one day the other day, so you see a little bit of this, plus there's stuff tacked on the end. So with this, guys, we're going to go through essentially the top 10 qualities of a leader. Yesterday we talked about personal growth and how personal growth is the first step to leadership. We actually have to look after ourselves before we look after anyone else, because if you can't lead yourself, you can't lead anyone else. Then we looked at credibility, and how credibility is essentially built off your character. If you don't have a good characteristics, or you're not high on your characteristic traits, you won't have credibility, so people won't even listen to you. So when we're looking at credibility in your marketplace, credibility in your team, credibility for yourself, guys, it all comes down to essentially this. There's top character traits that you must have. So you've got to examine your character. I think it's super crucial. And see if what you say and what you do actually match. We said this yesterday. Do what you said you would do, okay? If you can do that every day, if you can do that every week, if you can do that every month, every 90 days, you're actually going to get success. Because so many of us lie to each other and lie to ourselves, and more importantly, which obviously decreases our character. Number one trait we have to look at. So the next one, charisma. Okay, charisma is so crucial. If you want to lead someone, lead anyone, you must have charisma, okay? Charisma is the key to actually deliver your message. It's the key to actually get people to hear you, because people don't buy into the message, remember, they buy into the messenger. So sometimes it doesn't matter what you say, it's how you say it. So with this, if you have too much pride, if you have too much insecurity, if you have too much moodiness, if you have too much perfectionism or cynicism, we talked about this yesterday, guys. You can't have this, but you can't be a perfectionist and have a successful business, because you'll never actually go forth. You can't have insecurities and have a successful business, because then you actually won't put yourself out there. You won't put the ads out there. You won't do the talks. You won't do the live videos that you need to do. You can't be moody, because you need consistency. Remember, your staff are working for you. People coming to you to actually pay you, and they want consistency. They don't want you to be up and down. They need to know that, yep, you bring energy, and you bring energy every single day, because they want to be around that positive energy. So with this, guys, do you have any of these charisma roadblocks? If you have them, it's time to reflect. It's time to decrease them and start to move forward, actually find some charisma. Remember, guys, you have to, and I'll use this word not too many times today, but you have to have a zero fucks mentality, okay? Because if you give too many fucks, okay, you're not going to have your authentic self out there. So you have to actually care not about what people think, but only care about serving the marketplace in your authentic self. And if you can do that, then you can truly serve. But if you care about what people say, if you care about what people think, if you care about how they look at you or what your message is, if you care, then you dampen your authentic self and you truly can't serve. So guys, charisma is crucial. The zero F's mentality is crucial, because that's what actually is going to get you to success. Next one is commitment. Commitment is so crucial, guys. We talk about this. There's 4 types of people. John Maxwell says there is holdouts, there is essentially dropouts, the last one is all outs, guys. The first one's are cop outs. Okay, the all outs are people who are committed and they just do the work. You have to be someone who just is committed. You're committed to showing up every single day. Everything keeps coming back to one, consistency. Everything comes back to do what you said you would do. You did goal setting this morning, guys. Goal setting. The next 90 days, you wrote out the next 30 days. The difference between you achieving success over the next 30 days or not achieving success is simply doing what you said you would do this morning. That's it. And there's going to be days where you have to go, I don't really feel like it today. You have to go, am I an all out? Am I committed to the cause? I'm going to set goals, I'm going to commit. Or I'm going to hold out, I'm going to afraid to commit. I'm afraid to put the budget into my marketing because I'm not sure what's going to happen. Guys, remember, the worst thing that could happen is you end up back in unemployment and they pay for your house to live in Albert Park next to me. That's the worst thing that's going to happen. So it's okay. It's okay, guys. So go all out. Commit. Then, communication, so crucial. People, you have so many thoughts running through your head every single day as an entrepreneur. We also talked about this yesterday. You have like the 11 or 13 traits of bipolar. So all of a sudden you're up, you're down, you're thinking left while you're walking right. There's so much going on in your head. And then you think you've communicated to your staff properly, or you think you've communicated to your clients properly, but you haven't even had the conversation. You just had the conversation in your head like 7 times. So with this, guys, you have to understand, it's the truth. You're laughing because it's the truth. I even say it to Liv. She was trying to tell me something. I was like, we did not have that conversation. And she's like, yeah, we've had it like 3 times. I was like, you might have had the conversation to yourself 3 times, or maybe I was just being a male and she did talk and I was just like blank. So who knows? It could have been either way, but no one will ever know. So with this, guys, communication is so crucial. You have to be also talking about your vision inside of communication, but you have to be talking about their vision. You have to actually understand that it's like your vision and where you want to go. I need to tie in your vision with my vision so that they are the one vision together. And I need to keep communicating the vision every week in our team meeting, making sure you're progressing in growth. Every month in our monthly meeting, every 90 days. Communication is the crux to actually taking your staff to their achievements. If you aren't showing them they're achieving, if you aren't showing them they're appreciated, then they'll find someone else to achieve with and to appreciate them. Competence is crucial. We talked about this yesterday. If we're competent as a technician, fantastic, because you're great as a technician doesn't mean you have the right to be a business owner, okay? That is probably one of the lowest forms of rights to be a business owner. You have to understand that, yes, I am great at what I do. Now I started a business, I dropped down to level 1, okay? Now I have to be great at being a business owner. Competence as a business owner is different. You've got to rate yourself. 1 to 10, where am I at marketing? 1 to 10, where am I at sales? 1 to 10, where am I at communication and leadership? 1 to 10, where am I at productivity? 1 to 10, where am I at my goal setting? 1 to 10, where are my systems and my financials? Okay? And look at those things. Look at those things. If you're a 3 at your financials to get you to 10, I told you yesterday, you can buy your success or you can learn your success. If you have money, you buy it. If you have time, you learn it. So if you have the money and you're shit at financials, buy someone who's great at financials and get that sorted. All of a sudden, bang, 10 in 24 hours. Business changed. If you don't have time, buy some books. Understand the next 90 days is going to be tough with your financials and you'll start to get better at your cash flow. Okay, you start to work on it. Use that philosophy of Kaizen. If you're shitty at marketing, you can buy a marketing digital agency, get your leads every single day. Or it's time, guys. Okay, I'm 3 out of 10 right now. In 90 days, I need to be 4 out of 10. Write the sentence. What does 3 look like? What does 4 look like? And what's the process? What's the 10 steps that take me from a 3 to a 4? Put the deadlines on each of those 10 steps. Step 1, find the blog. Step 2, find the course. Step 3, listen to the podcast. I'm going to find the blogs by the 3rd. I'm going to find the podcast by the 10th. I'm going to do the course by the 17th. You set deadlines, guys. If you don't set deadlines, you're not going to do it either, right? It's so crucial. Parkinson's law, right? I had 10 steps. I'm going to try and do all 10 steps on day 89, okay, if I don't set deadlines on all 10 steps. It's just how we are. We always leave it to the last minute, and then we either half-ass it, don't complete it, or just throw this big fucking Hail Mary and hopefully someone catches it, okay? Most of the time it's your team and they're just like giving you the finger behind your back because you're stressing them the hell out. So with this, guys, if you set deadlines and you're working towards these deadlines, it builds momentum. Momentum is a success creator. So that's why competence is crucial. But remember, guys, the success starts in action. Okay, success isn't the $1 million car, success isn't the big house, success isn't everything. Success is the journey using Kaizen, using competence, using progression every single day. Just starting is the success. Byproduct of success is money and everything else. Courage is crucial. Remember, we said this yesterday as well, qualities. You all have this quality, okay? You had to, because you're crazy. You have a 4% chance of survival, and you still did it. That's pretty damn courageous. That's pretty courageous. Cherie's super courageous. She's playing stuff while I'm talking. That's super courageous as well. With this, guys, because courage is crucial. You obviously didn't have fear. You're either really like naive, okay, or you're super like courageous starting a business. Like we said yesterday, 1% of female business owners make $1 million. 2% of male business owners make $1 million. Only 4% of business owners survive, okay? That's courage right there. Like, you are that modern day gladiator, literally just fighting back your marketplace, trying to serve as best as you can. And the person who wins is the one who serves the most. And you can't serve if you essentially don't have that charisma we talked about before. It takes courage to have charisma, to step out, to communicate, to go on the podcast, to write it, to take a stand for something, guys. As business owners, we must take a stand for something because people want to be led. People want to follow someone who inspires them, someone who gives them hope that tomorrow is better than today. Society is begging to be led, and it takes courage to actually lead. Remember, we said 1,000 true fans. As Kevin Kelly wrote that blog, he wrote it about rock stars, but you're all fucking rock stars, right? You are all rock stars in your own industry. All you need is 1,000 true fans to actually make $1 million. $3,000 products, sell 333 of them a year, okay? That's $1 million. You need 6 sales a week. That's all you need, 6 sales a week. To get that, guys, you need 24 leads a week. Sell 1 in 4. You need 3.3 leads a day. 3.3 leads a day, you're $1 million business. The process takes care of the outcome if you focus on the process. Takes courage to focus on the process. Procrastination is focusing on the outcome. Listening. Are you listening to your marketplace? Are you listening to your staff? Are you listening to your current customers? You got to listen 70%, you got to talk 30%. Ask for feedback to your current customers. What do you like? What do you don't like? What would you like to see actually put in? Okay, 3 questions every 12 weeks. What do you love? What do you want to see us do better? What do you want to see put into our business to serve you better? All of a sudden, those 3 questions, they're innovating your business for you. They're giving you the ideas. Because guys, they're the ones who know what they want. Stop trying to give them what you think they want. Start asking what they want and then just providing that. They innovate your company for you. Your staff, every single week, every single 30 days, okay? What do you like? What don't you like? How can I serve you better? Feedback is the fastest way to growth, and feedback is through listening. Then with yourself, guys, listen to yourself. Remember, we talked about this yesterday. Sometimes we think about listening is to only other people. No, but listening is to our internal dialogue. It's reflection. Every single day. What are my wins today? What's my learnings today? And how can I attack tomorrow on a deeper and better level? So you listen to yourself. Make sure you take the negative thoughts out. Make sure you only have the positive thoughts in there. You listen to yourself. You listen to your staff. You listen to your customers. And the last one I didn't talk about, guys, you got to listen to your prospects. You can. Facebook groups, easy. Put a poll in there. Say, hey, what content do you want? And they tell you. And all of a sudden you deliver the content they're telling you want. They're like, oh my God, they're doing this for me. They're listening to me. I'll do it on my Insta stories, right? Would you like me to talk about sales or marketing? And all of a sudden, everything was 50-50 for some reason. I was like, fuck, everyone wants everything. They're like, that's okay, I'll just keep throwing content. I was like, sales or marketing, leadership or this. And I did like 6 different things. It was like 49, 51, 50-50, 50-50. I was like, okay, I'll just create lots of content. But with this, guys, it's listening, right? And then you can show them the poll. You can go, this is what you want. And I'm giving you what you asked for. If you want something different, let me know. And that's listening to your marketplace. And when you truly listen, that's truly serving. So it's crucial to understand. Next one, guys, positive attitude. Guys, entrepreneurs, you are literally, you have to be the most positive people in the world. You have to be. You have to be. Because like I reflect back, like again, me 7 years ago, sitting in a 3x3 meter room with my dog. I couldn't afford heating upstairs, and I made sure no one put the heating on upstairs in the first gym. I bought this like little heater, okay? And Hercules like used to sit in the heat in front of the heater because like he stole it all the time. I lived on the floor with him in this gym in a 3x3 meter room. And you know, with that, you have to be positive. There's always something to be positive about.
You told us that he was broken.
Yeah, please. It was broken because I couldn't afford it. With this, guys, so you have to understand that, like for me, I was like, what did I look at it positive? It's like I was doing something I dreamed of doing. I was doing something that people said couldn't be done. That was my positivity. Like, it wasn't making money. It was living, truly serving. It was living my dream. My dream isn't money. My dream is to serve and live life how I want to live life. Money is a byproduct, guys, of a positive attitude. If the building is burning, you have to go, cool, that's great. It's been cold. Fuck, I live in Melbourne. I need the heat. The heat is good, right? Like, you have to understand there's always something good to look forward to. And if something breaks, every obstacle is an opportunity. Bad feedback, positive attitude goes, great, I appreciate the bad feedback because it makes me better. Marketing blew out, I appreciate the feedback because now I know what I shouldn't be marketing. Didn't make the sale, awesome. Now I know how to build better rapport. Like, you guys, everything's positive. You just have to reframe it in your mind. You have to be the eternal optimist as a business owner. Responsibility, as our mate Jocko Willink would say, right? Extreme ownership. If your sales team aren't selling, it's your fault. If the leads aren't coming in, it's your fault. Like, if you aren't making money, it's your fault. And it's hard to have that extreme ownership and live that responsibility because as society, we live as victims, right? It's easy for us to start to blame and start to make excuses, start to justify the mediocrity. But that's not who you are. You can't be mediocre and be a business owner. If you are, you become part of the 96% who fail. And we're not in this room to fail, we're in this room to succeed. So if you're in this room, you must take responsibility for every single thing. Salespeople aren't selling, change the leads, change the funnel, give them education, get them in on your core values, help them understand. And they're still not selling, lift them up, bring them in. Like, guys, take responsibility and push the needle forward. Then self-discipline is everything, right? That's all it is. It's do what you said you would do. That's self-discipline. Do what you said you would do. I'd say it every single time because it's the biggest thing that people don't do. You say, yeah, I'm going to take the diet, and you don't take the diet. You say, I'm going to start the marketing, you don't take the marketing. You say, yeah, I'm going to do a live video every single day for 90 days. All of a sudden, day 5, it's like, I've got a cough. It's like, fucking mime your live. I don't care. Just do it. Find a way. Hold up some cards, what you're going to say. Like, find a way to do it, guys. You have to get resourceful. Resourceful to be a business owner. If you don't get resourceful, you will be part of the 96%. The 4% are the most resourceful of business owners. Like I said yesterday as well, if the door is closed, you kick down the door or you kick down the wall. Like, you find a way. Because, guys, self-discipline means it doesn't matter what's happening, you just get it done. So when we look at this, guys, when we look at these top 4 laws of these 21 laws of leadership, so like I said, 20% of the 8 gives you 80% of the results. These 4 laws are the 80-20 rule of John Maxwell's laws of leadership, okay? So these 20% I'm gonna tell you right now. So law number 1, guys, when we look at this influence, leadership is truly influence. When we talk about leadership, I need you to change this for 1 second because I talk to my staff at RBT about leadership. They're like, hey, I'm a coach, I'm not a leader. I said, 100%, every single person is a leader in the world, right? I don't care who you are. You're a mom, you're a leader to your children, right? If you're a coach for me, you're a leader to our clients. You're also a leader to our community. So for you, you're a leader on multiple levels, like we said before, right? You're a leader from you to your manager, or you to your staff. You're a leader to you to your clients. You're a leader to you to society, those in your marketplace. And leadership is purely just influence. Nothing more, nothing less. Nothing more, nothing less. Guys, leadership is influence. If you aren't influencing people, you suck at leadership. Why do you suck at leadership? Because you don't have these qualities nailed down. These qualities are all you got to do to lead strong. So which one of these qualities do you need to improve? Which do you need to double down on in the next 90 days? Do you need to get your charisma up? Do you need to get your discipline up? You need to get your responsibility up? Like, guys, do you need to get your positive attitude up? Are you one of those people that complain? Come on. No one wants a leader that's complaining at them. They'll find someone else who inspires them. A leader, like we said, is someone who delivers hope. If you're complaining, you are not delivering hope, you're doing the opposite. You're driving them hope to go somewhere else. So guys, with this, all we need is influence. If you don't have influence, you can't lead others because they are getting influenced to be led, to follow. True leadership cannot be appointed or assigned, and titles are meaningless. So, with this character, people follow you with this influence. Character, who you are. Relationships, who you know. Knowledge, what you know. Intuition, what you feel. Experience, where you've been. Past success, what you've done. Or ability, what you can do. What ones do you lean on right now? And what ones can you even buy? Can you buy relationships? 100% you can. You can buy relationships every day of the week. Might cost you money. Remember, you can buy success. You can buy influence in your marketplace. If my marketplace loves Michelle Bridges, hey Michelle Bridges, here's a tenner. Come sit with me, take a photo, market me and Michelle Bridges hanging out with the weight loss crew. Me and her had a great chat about fat loss. All of a sudden, I just bought influence when I market to everyone who follows Michelle Bridges. So now I've got her marketplace and I'm influencing them. So guys, you can always buy influence as well. It's the fastest way, but it's not a long-term way. It's like a bit of a hack. So the rest of it, it's like who you are is the top one, that character. Because if you buy some influence and they realize your character is shit, all of a sudden respect is gone. It's the fastest way to lose influence. With this, guys, relationships, it's like, knowledge, what you know, you can buy it, and all of a sudden they understand you talk shit, okay? You lose it straight away as well, okay? Past success, what you've done, that's crucial. Testimonials and proof. Guys, if you don't have testimonials and proof, go give some people some free shit and get some testimonials and proof, because that's what people want to know. That's what gives you influence over them. If you line up all of these things, if you have 7 in a row, character, relationships, knowledge, intuition, experience, past success, and ability, bang, that's the influence. It's not like a trifecta, it's like a double trifecta plus 1. What's like a 7, Brendan? I feel like you've been to the horses before. There could be something for this. 7 tuplets. We'll say that it's a babies, the 7 babies of success. So with this, guys, what we have, guys, is the next one is the law of navigation. This is crucial. Yeah, let's do a goal setting, okay? And we always focus on ourselves, right? Yeah, let's goal set. The next 90 days is going to make $100,000 crushing it, bitches. Like, that's probably the worst goal setting, okay? It's the worst goal setting of all time. Goal setting for you is, yeah, I'm going to make some sales. But goal setting for you is going, let's use the law of navigation to make the 100 sales. What's the process? Not what's the process with me, what's the process with my staff? Okay, let's rate my staff. Where are they at marketing? Where are they at sales? Where are they at their ability, their technician? What's their roadmap over their next 90 days? Because they're the ones that are actually impacting your business, not you. You're spending all this time on you, and they're impacting your bottom line. Focus on them. Impact them. Grow them. Because that is the law of navigation. Seeing exactly who you have on the bus, make sure you put them in the right seats on the bus, boot the wrong person off the bus, and rip someone back into the bus on the next stop. Because that's navigation. It's understanding what they need, how they need it, when they need it. Not just going, let's make $100,000. It's like, how do we get there, and what do we need to do to the team to get there? Law of addition is crucial. Service. That's truly it. Law of addition is you don't seek first for you, you seek first to serve them. People always say, right, like, you know, with RBT, right? It's like you give so much to your staff. You're giving them education, you're giving them people coming down, you're making them better sales, you're teaching them how to do the marketing. What if you give them so much and they leave? You can just go, what if I give them so much and they stay? If I don't give it to them and they stay? It's the crucial understanding, guys. You must serve your staff so well. They become so competent, but then you serve them so well that they stay. Because if you don't lead them, if you don't inspire them, if you don't grow them, and they do stay, then all of a sudden you've got mediocre staff. And that creates a mediocre business. You first have to add value to them, and then they'll add value to your company. First live through service, then grow your company. You as a business owner took the number one thing in the world, which is sacrifice. Remember, we talked about being a hero, or the word heros from ancient Greece, which is a protector. You're a protector of them now. They are in your family. You pay their bills. You keep them alive. You keep their families alive. You're protecting some of us, like 15, 20 people. We have 100 staff. I'm probably protecting like 50 families right now in RBT. I'm protecting them all, giving tomorrow better than today. I truly understand that I don't care if we make money. Like I said, I've taken like 3 paychecks from that company in 7 years. I don't want money from them. All I want to do is grow them. I want to protect them. I want to serve them. I want to make them better because I played the long game, the 10-year game, the 15-year game. I'm happy to live in poverty for 15 years to grow something everyone doesn't want to grow because they want a fast car now or they want to try and do everything now. You are protecting them first, not yourself. You have to put them before you for the next 5 years. It doesn't sound sexy. It doesn't. But the sexiness, guys, is what gets people out of business because no one wants to work for them. People want to be served on a deeper level. A lot of respect comes from service, right? There's 6 ways that you gain respect, guys. These top 3 possess a natural leadership ability, guys. So those who don't possess it naturally have to work hard to develop it. I work super hard on leadership. I remember I was like 14, I was 13. I was 13 years old and I was playing rugby league and I got the coaches award, okay? And I was like, that was like the award for the guy that sucked, okay? For those who didn't play. And I was like, I'm never getting the coaches award again. And that was like a point for me. I was like, no, this is like, it's a pity trophy. It's like, yeah, you came to the training sessions. Thank you. Thank you. So I was like, from then on, right? Like I always wanted to play rugby league, but I was like, from then on, I used to train every morning. I used to train every night. You know, I got a scholarship to high school, play rugby league. You know, I played state, I played Emerging Australia. Like I just worked so hard at it. And I tell people the best business owners that I've seen are those who have played team sports and those who even played sports at a higher level because they know what it takes to sacrifice, okay? Because you sacrifice friendships, you sacrifice time, you sacrifice everything to try and achieve success that like 0.5% of the population might get, okay? There's worse odds, okay, to be great at sports than there is to be a business owner. And you're sacrificing like 13 years or 12 years to try and get there. So then when I was 19, I had my ninja cockle. Like I was at my mate's house sharing drink bottles in Canberra, like it was a footy trial, sharing drink bottles, my ninja cockle from sharing drink bottle on a football field. Like who the fuck, how that happens to them? Like crazy. I went back to my mate's house, thought I was sick, vomited a couple times, woke up the next morning, passed out in the shower, rushed to hospital, 60 seconds to live, flatlined 4 times. Kidney failure, ICU for 3 months. Okay, 3 months. It's like, got out of hospital 3 months later, bang, knee done. Lost that, contract, came back, broke neck. I was like, fuck, football, rugby league is not for me, okay? Pushed me in a different direction, but I understood that like leadership or skill level, okay, if you're born with it, yeah, for sure. Like you're lucky if you're born with it. But if you're not born with it, you just gotta work really, really hard to get the skill, to have the talent. And leadership is just a talent that if you don't have it naturally, you just gotta work really hard to get it. So with this, guys, you have to have respect for others. You've got to serve them deeper than you serve yourself. You understand that leadership is voluntary. They don't have to follow you. You have to guide them. Leaders give courage and hope. Again, guys, with this, if they respect you, it's like, yes, tomorrow is going to be better than today because I'm going to take you to the promised land, which is a better life for you. So we have to understand that, guys, that they have courage and you transfer courage from you to them. So if you're like 70% courage, you can't take them up. You are the law of the lid, which is not even one of these ones on here. I haven't added it in because your staff can only grow as high as you grow. So if you don't have courage, they can't have courage. They can't sell. They can't communicate correctly. So you must work on yourself because if not, you will be the bottleneck to them. Leader is successful. People respect people who actually achieve. Leaders are loyal. You hold them, you let them follow. And if they trip over, you pick them back up. If you trip over again, you pick them back up again. You show them why they tripped over, you show them how not to trip over again, you hold them a hand and you keep them going. Leaders engender respect by being dedicated to adding value every single day. So guys, the next one is respect. We look at leadership ability, respect for others, courage, success, loyalty, and value add to others, guys. You can rate yourself 1 to 10 on these. Remember, reflection precedes growth. So if you reflect on these types as far as leadership, you're like, oh, my guys really aren't doing what I'm asking right now in my team. Society isn't listening to my videos. If they're not listening to your videos, you probably don't have respect for them. You're not showing them courage. You're not showing them your success. Have a bit of ego plus humility. Okay, when you're doing your videos, you're not showing them the value add, and you're probably not actually having that leadership ability, that charisma that we talked about, that people want to listen to you. This, guys, is a brief summary of these 5 levels of leadership, guys. I've talked about this at Think Tank Catch Up, I think, a year and a half ago. This is over like 6 slides. It's the most condensed version of all of the 5 levels of leadership. I want all of us to get to at least a level 3 or a level 4 leader. A lot of us are probably level 1 leaders. A lot of my managers were level 2 leaders, and that's where the failing clubs were at. And I was like, okay, I need to get you to a level 2, a level 3. And this is what a level 2 stands for, and this is how you get to a level 3. Because this framework gives you the idea or the understanding of where you are and how do you move next. So this, guys, level 1 leaders, it's the lowest level of leadership. It's positional. It's like, here, you're the manager now. You're like, me? It's like, yes, lead them all. And they're like, everyone's like, oh, okay then. But if you're just given a position, people don't have to follow you. They can do their jobs. They can check in and check out. But if they follow you, they work harder, they work longer, they go above and beyond for you. So if you're only a level 1 leader, it's a positional based leadership. People, you don't have influence over them. You don't actually gain their respect. You don't inspire them to be more. This is based on essentially rights granted by position. Okay, it's a poor substitute for influence. You're not really influencing. And it's like, I have these KPIs, but my team aren't hitting them. Yeah, because you're a level 1 leader and they think you're a dickhead. So with this, guys, they rely on rules, regulations, policies, and organization. That's what they rely on. You can't rely on this to be a true leader. People only follow within the stated boundaries. They don't go past, they don't go above and beyond. Essentially, you have no influence in their life. They don't talk about you, oh my God, this workplace is amazing, okay? And that's what you know you need. Level 2, guys, it's all based on relationships, high fives and hugs. Okay? It's like, yeah, you're great at what you do. And this person keeps screwing up. But you just get like, yeah, you're great at what you do, man. You're great at what you do. Level 2s, they get a little bit more buy-in, obviously, than level 1s because it's friendship-based leadership. We're all friends here. We're all friends, right? And yeah, you have a bit of influence because people like to follow people they like. So people like level 2 leaders, which is cool. But the problem with level 2 leaders, right, is it's just preserving the current position. You don't want to be not liked. Okay? And because of that, you never truly get respect. You can be liked but not respected. You can be liked but it's not going to have any type of production. You're going to build good relationships. That doesn't mean they go above and beyond. It's friendships. I was saying this to one of my staff the other day, right? She's a manager. We're talking about this and I was like, you're a level 2 leader to your team, Amy. She's like, what do you mean? I said, well, Amy, like your friends, you go out on a Friday night and if your team went out with you and your dress looked like shit, they wouldn't tell you. They wouldn't tell you. That's not true friends. A true friend would go, you know what? Your dress sucks. You need to change that dress. Okay? And that's what happens at level 3. Level 3, feedback starts. Real feedback. They tell you the truth. And when people start telling you the truth, we move past friendships and we move to feedback. And when you start telling your staff their dress sucks, then they go, cool. I can change my dress. I can change my attitude. I can change my skill level. I can change the way I behave. I can get more accountable. I can stick to that default diary. I can pull in line. And that's why level 2 leaders don't get proper money in the bank. They have a lot of friends. It's a friendship-based business. But friendship-based businesses are part of the 96% that fail. Production-based businesses are the ones that actually thrive. Okay? Or they don't thrive, they survive. So these are the ones that survive. This is the 2% that don't make the $1 million, right? So with this, they're surviving the 10 years. But with this, they're at level 3. We're giving feedback now. We're in production. We're making money. Okay? But I'm not building leaders. That's the problem with level 3. They're listening to you. You have to jump in and show them so your pace set a little bit. You show them how they should do it. If they pull back, you're giving them feedback. You got to jump back in. You get results with them and for them. But you're a business operator. You're not a business owner at level 3. You can't leave for a couple of months and come back and it's grown because all of a sudden it will crumble without you because you're not there to jump in to inspire when you need to. Level 3 leaders are business operators, not business owners. We all want to be business owners because like I said yesterday, business operators and entrepreneurs just don't mix. You follow flies and shiny objects, which annoy most of your staff. So if you don't move through level 3 leadership as fast as you possibly can to level 4 leadership, you're going to stay as a business operator as long as you are a level 3 leader. So yeah, for sure, you have influence, you have credibility. You have influence and credibility because you start making money, right? Remember the character traits, they follow you because of what you've done. Well, what you've done is you built the company, you're giving back to them a little bit, which is cool. With this, staff turnover turns down because you're actually getting results. You know, we look at this, guys, you know, I was saying the other day as well, you know, we're a footy team, right? You know, rugby league, we'll talk rugby league. That's what I follow in the AFL, sorry. With this, it's an 80-minute game, okay? At the end of the 80-minute game, you walk into the winning team, all of a sudden jumping around, all the energy in the world. All the energy in the world. Losing team, 80 minutes, towels on heads. Looks like life has been sucked out of them. Both 80 minutes. Both played just as hard. Why does one team feel like their life got sucked out of them and the other feels like they could go and play another game? Because that's what losing does to you. If you set goals that your team can't achieve, they will feel like losers and they don't want to turn up next week. They don't want to work for you because no one likes feeling like a loser. So when we look at this, if you set achievable goals and you keep increasing those goals and keep increasing those goals, we start to get momentum and we're on the winning team. People don't mind working 6 days if they're winning because they feel like they're crushing it. People love working harder when they know they're winning. People hate working harder when they know they're still going to lose. So make sure you're building winners, not building a losing team. Even if you have to take your KPIs down a little bit to win, that's crucial. Level 4 guys, leaders build leaders. That's it. You start to reproduce leaders. You grab your manager, you teach them personal growth. I'm going to make you grow yourself now. I'm going to make you start to grow others. I'm going to make you better than me. And this is identity shift that business owners must take. And this is a hard one, especially males under 30, a lot of males under 40, okay? Because it means you have to take an ego check. You got to take some significance away. You're not that bright, shiny object anymore. They are. So guys, business isn't about you ever. It never was. It was about serving, protecting, heroes, right? So all of a sudden, one day you made it about you. It was never about you. And it will be even less about you because now you're building this manager, this person, the light shines from them to all the clients. It's not about you, it's about them. They are the best. I'm not the best, they are the best. And it's so crucial because level 4 leadership, you move back into the shadows. And all of a sudden, they start to take forth your position and truly grow your company. And all of a sudden, production wins games, guys, but people development, they win championships. Because level 3 leaders are production-based leaders. You can win a couple of games, but you can never go away because then you'll lose the game. If you focus on level 4, which is people development, you win championships, you win seasons. You win back-to-back seasons, year on, year out, because you have people that develop people that develop people. I'm trying to develop Jackson so he can develop people. He's over there. So with this, guys, teamwork goes so high. That's my son, by the way, not just my small human. With this, guys, high investment deepens relationships because you invest so much into them, they want to follow you. They want to be like you. You give them hope. You've shown them the way. Like some of their staff get paid so much more than me, but I want them to be paid more than me because I've given them that ability and they're growing it for me. They work harder than me sometimes. Like it's so much buy-in. They're sending me emails at like 10 o'clock at night. I'm like, great, like that's amazing. Your work ethic is amazing. But guys, because it's a level 4 leadership, they're trying to grow people under them now. And they're trying to move to the next one, which is level 5, and level 5 is the highest, right? This is pinnacle-based leadership. Level 1 to 4 can be learned. Level 5 takes so much effort and so much intentional effort. Remember, leadership doesn't happen. You have to be intention about living and breathing leadership. It does not become just time. But because of this, you actually have to focus. You have to work on it. You have to work on it. It takes like 10, 15 years to get to a level 5 leader because you've honed your craft so much. So much. You have multiple businesses. You've grown them up. You've grown these level 4s and level 5s. And then people just want to be around you because of what's happened. So when we look at this, guys, there's these 4 or 5 laws of teamwork. Okay? 4 or 5 laws from the 21 laws of teamwork. Remember, 20%. It gives you the 80%. Condensing it down for you. Like those books, guys. 20% of a book gives you 80% of the education. The law of high morale. High morale is just winning. That's what we already talked about, right? So this is the laws of teamwork, and the laws of leadership are very similar. Because if you have a manager or if you have someone else, remember, you've got to celebrate the wins. High morale is everything. Every morning, top 1 win from yesterday. You go like, what do you mean? I didn't make a sale. Sales, not winning. What was your client result? What did you do better yesterday and you have never done before? What's your top win? Every morning, daily huddle, 10 minutes. Top win, top focus. Top win, top focus. Top win, top focus. Every day we start with wins. Because every day you start with wins, you're starting positive, you're starting with high morale, and you know their focus for the day. It gives you some focus, it gives you this trajectory of how the day is going to start and what the day is going to look like. And it starts with high morale. Law of communication is so crucial. So often I walked into one of the RBTs and one of the girls, a couple of them came up to me, the guys, and like, yeah, you know, we'll call her Sally. Sally's not the best coach. A couple of clients have said they won't want to coach with Sally. I was like, did you tell Sally? And they're like, no. I'm like, then it's your fucking fault. Guys, Sally wants to improve. Sally's going to in courses to improve. Sally doesn't know how to improve unless you give her feedback. And there again, they're looking at level 2 leadership, right? Because now you can think about it. It's conscious awareness, right? They're a level 2. They don't want to give feedback. That team can never be a level 3 team unless they have the law of communication, which is open and honest communication within the team. They need to sit Sally down, say, these are the 4 members that don't want to train with you. This is the reason why, and this is how I'm going to help you. Well, all of a sudden, they're helping Sally become better. And the teams need to do this. Your team needs to do this, not just you need to do this for your team. I know a lot of us are business operators right now, or even technicians, but when you move to business owners, the law of communication is so crucial to instill within your team that they can give open and honest feedback, because if not, you're going to have a lot of burning silos happening within your business. The law of the scoreboard, unless you tell them the scoreboard, they don't know why they're selling. They don't know why they're trying to keep members. They don't know if they're winning or they're losing. If they don't know they're winning or they're losing, right, it doesn't matter. It's not at the end of the game, the towel's on their head or they got smiles on their face, just that the game never fucking ends. Imagine you're playing a game and you're working hard and it never ends. That's called burnout, because you can only play the game for so long. And at the end of the day or at the end of the week, it's like, this is the scoreboard at the start of the week, this is what the scoreboard, this is how we win this week. And if your team knows how they come into the team and their player or position on the field, they know what their job is and their role is, and if they play their role right, then we win on Friday, then it's like, fantastic, I know my role, I know my KPIs, I know my outcome, I know my position on this team, and I know how I can help the team, and all of a sudden that's how the team wins. But most of the time we never tell them their position. They're just blindly doing their fucking job. And also, we don't tell them how they're going to win. You've got to tell them the scoreboard. You've got to update the scoreboard every single day with them in your daily huddle. What was your win? What's your focus? This is the scoreboard. What was your win? What's your focus? This is the scoreboard. That's what you do every day. It's like, oh, is that vulnerability? Telling them where we're at? 100% it is. Vulnerability is leadership. Vulnerability shows that you care about them and you need them to care about you. Law of the catalyst. Everyone needs a catalyst in their company. Catalyst is someone who comes in and it's like they can change the mood. It's like bang, okay? You can have 3 people in the room, low motivation, catalyst comes in, they have high motivation, team lifts. If you can find the catalyst, pay them double everyone else because they're worth it. Because all of a sudden, guys, when we look at this, the law of the leaders just changed. If they're here and the rest of your team was there, and you've got someone come in and they have this potential, everyone starts to rise to the top. Remember, you are the sum of the 5 guys. If you keep motivating the catalysts, you keep grouping them up, you keep driving them, you keep getting them higher, they'll drive the rest of your team up. So this catalyst is a game changer. Like it's a Michael Jordan. Imagine Michael Jordan on your team, back in the Bulls, right? He was a catalyst for the Chicago Bulls back then because he was the game changer for them. Every catalyst needs a Scottie Pippen, right? Sets Jordan up. So that's the rest of the team. You still need your team, but the catalyst changes the game. They help you win. Law of the chain, guys, and this is where it is. If you have one shitty person on your chain, it will break the chain and break the business. You can't break the chain. We talked about this yesterday. Well, maybe we talked about this yesterday, guys. You know, we have a 9 block, okay? You have core values here, and it's like 1, 2, 3, and you have skill level here, 1, 2, 3. If someone's over here on core values, nearly done, Sri. We have someone over here on core values, there are 3, and a 1 is high on the core values, and there are 3 on the core values, but there are 1 on actually achievement, so they're executing really high. You have to have a conversation with them because they're going to break the chain because they're not in on your core values. It's like, I love it that you excel, but unless you come in on our 4 core values, get the fuck out. Because you are doing this for you. You're serving yourself, your own significance, your own needs. I need you to serve the company, and I'm here to serve you, to serve the company. So why don't you buy on the core values? Do you not understand them, or do you just not believe in them? They might not understand them, so it's a communication aspect. On the other hand, if someone's a 3 on execution, they're a 1 on the core values, you have to conversation with them. It's like, hey, you're breaking the chain right now. You love this company, and we love you because you love this company, but you're not executing. So whether it's giving them a default diary, sometimes accountability takes someone from a 3 to a 2. It's like, this is what your day needs to look like. Between 9 and 10, this has to happen. 10 and 11, 11 and 12, 12 and 1. All of a sudden, accountability pushes them from a 3 to a 2. That's like amazing. I love it. You're more accountable now. You're getting more execution. You're killing it. But it's the cap then on them now is their ability, their skill level. There's still a 1 on core values. There are 2 on execution. It's like the next 90 days, I'm going to teach you this. This is the course I need you to do. This is what I need you to go through this process. This is the deadlines. And the next 90 days, you're going from a 2 to a 1. Guys, hire on core values and then just upskill with accountability and your own growth within the company. So crucial. Hire on core values because otherwise the chain will break. Law of accountability, every single day. Most entrepreneurs have no fucking accountability. No accountability to everyone. That's why you're an entrepreneur as well, because you don't want accountability. That's why you suck also, because you don't have accountability. Okay? Like, everyone needs accountability, whether it be you to your team, but I always say everyone, like, find one person who's sitting next to you and go for the next 90 days, every day, me and you are doing our daily huddle. 10 a.m. to 10 a.m. to 10:10. We call each other. What's your win? What's your focus? Okay? Do you have a roadblock, or what's your scoreboard? And if you all of a sudden every day call someone between Monday to Friday, I don't care if you call your fucking mum, okay? And that's your daily huddle. Don't care. Your mum be like, hey, you didn't do your homework, okay? Because your homework is your daily focus. But if you're talking to an entrepreneur and every day 10 till 10:10, right? You say, today my focus is this. When you get on the call the next day, did you achieve your focus? You all of a sudden, what happens, victim or victor? Oh, the dog ate my homework, right? Or it's like, now responsibility, I had to stay up till 10 last night, long day, I got it done. Scoreboard, move forward. We're gonna win the week. We won the day. Accountability is crucial for entrepreneurs. Accountability is crucial for your team. So all of you, find one person, get accountable every day. Accountability call, team huddle, don't care who it is, remember. Call your next door neighbor, call your, not your dog because they can't give you feedback and you lie to them. Call your mum, call your friend, I don't care. Someone who's gonna actually tell it to you real. That's crucial. Questions to answer, guys. Are you passionately showing up every day, engaging as your best self? Did we ask this yesterday? Yes, we did. So, guys, the last thing I was gonna talk about today. Jack Welch talked about this principle, and I thought it was one of the best principles I put into my company across them every single week. Every single gym does this. And it's the law of, well, not even a law, I can call it the law of EAP, but it is EAP. The first thing is energy, okay? So they have to rate themselves. It's a circle, right? Circle, think 5 circles. And when we look at this, the first circle is energy. You can be 25%, 50%, 70%, or 100%, okay? How did you show up this week with energy? Energy is everything. How did you show up this week with energy? Second E is energize. Did you energize the team this week? Did you energize the clients this week? Because that's what it's all about, energizing people to do better, be better. If you had 50% energy, you could never have more than 50% energized. You sucked then. You got to show up with minimum 75% energy. You got to show up with, I want 100%. At work, I don't care what's happening in your home life. I care about you, and we can talk about it later, or we can take yourself aside, but I need high energy for the team, because otherwise the team's energy drops down. So with this, guys, energy, then energize. Rate yourself every week. So you rate yourself, and then the team rates you. And guys, feedback is given with this as well. Feedback is emotional, it's logical. So when you get feedback, you're like, oh my God, I got feedback. It's like, no, yes, I got feedback, now I can become better. Like, it's a different mindset. Reframe that shit. Feedback makes you better. Feedback is not harsh. So then the next one, edge. So we have energy, we have energize, we have edge. Edge is your core values. If you have edge, are you all in on our core values this week? Ours are community driven, result driven, inspire, educate, and empower. Are you all in this week on the edge? Rate yourself. We'll rate you as well, don't worry. Next one, guys, execute. Did you execute what you said you were going to do this week? And that's why as a business owner, if you're not executing, they're not going to execute because they think mediocrity is okay. So you have to execute at 100% for your team to even try and hit 75. If you're hitting 75, they can only hit 50. So you've got to hit 100% of what you said you were going to do. Then they hit 75 or even 100. That's executing. P is passion. That's the last thing I'm going to say today. P is passion. If you're not passionate about what you do, because passion breeds energy, energy brings energize, energize gives you edge, edge lets you execute. Passion wraps it all together. Guys, you have a 4% chance of survival. If you're not passionate about what you do, find something you're passionate about and do that. Because when the times get tough, passion is what keeps you going. Passion is what wakes you up in the morning when you're tired. Passion is what lets you keep going at night when you're tired. Passion is what keeps you going when you're broke. It's passion to serve the world on a deeper basis. It's passion that, what's that guy who did that thing? It's like, what would you do if you didn't get paid? Go on, Chris, leaning on you right now. No, that's okay, I'll find that video. But guys, with this, if you didn't get paid, would you do what you do right now? Like I would. Like I would. Like I serve the world that much that I would just do it not to get paid. I need money to live, but I would do it anyway. But guys, yeah, exactly, passion. Passion is the currency that entrepreneurs live on. That's our true currency. So if you don't have that, guys, you've got to find that in here. And if you've lost that, tap back into it, because that's what gives you the energy when you're tired, gives you the energize when you need it, keeps you on the edge and execute. So guys, that is the rest of the presentation. We are moving to the next of the round tables.